Hello my loves and welcome back to my channel. Today, as you can tell from the title, I'm coming to you guys with a Jeffree Star Holiday Collection liquid lipstick swatch video. That's a tongue twister. I don't think I named it that. But anyway, now as you guys know, if you're new to my channel, welcome. Please subscribe to this craziness. If you've already watched my videos or you've seen any of my tutorials or even just chatted with me, you know that Jeffree Star actually makes one of my favorite liquid lipsticks formulas out there. And I have to give him that. So I'm just gonna give a disclaimer to you guys. If you do not like Jeffree Star or do not like his products or don't care for them, please feel free to check out any of my other videos. I have plenty of other videos out there that don't highlight this brand, and I totally understand if you choose not to support it. I totally understand. So please respect the fact that I chose to purchase the products with my own money. And of course, I'm gonna be very honest with you guys through and through. I don't sugarcoat shit, because if you sugarcoat shit, it still tastes like shit, I would assume. I don't eat shit, okay? So I did pretty much like live swatches for you guys. I swatched them right before I start filming, so you guys will see it as I'm talking, and you get to see if it's streaky, if I have to build it up, you guys get to see that. And of course, I'm gonna be honest with you guys and tell you exactly how it felt and yada yada yada. Anyway, the first shade is in his collection is called Chrysanthemum, which I have a really tough time saying because I'm Latina and I blah, 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 blah with my tongue. So anyway, this is actually a shade I did not think I would like because it is so pale, or pale looking. Now, this shade right here has some beautiful flecks of golden shimmers to it, and I'm not sure if my camera's picking it up at an angle, but you will see it as I'm swatching it on my lips. It's absolutely pretty. I did wear this lipstick twice, and I wore it with my Coco Loco and my K by ColourPop liner, which is a dark brown, so it gave me that beautiful dimension. Now, this shade right here is the streakiest out of all 7 shades. It did not go on completely even, but I was able to build it up, which is a nice... I like that if you're streaky, let me at least build you up so that you do not become streaky. Anyway, I pressed my lips. My lips are extremely dry right now because I just did a swatch video maybe 20 minutes ago for some matte lipsticks, and my lips are killing me. But anyway, this shade right here is absolutely gorgeous. I recommend this shade for anyone that's light to maybe medium tan, but I do recommend using it with a lip liner, something to add a little bit of contrast to it if you're more on the medium tan side. If you're deep, definitely recommend this as a center highlight. It does have some beautiful shimmers to it, and as it wears, you definitely see the dimension of the lipstick, which I think is gorgeous. Out of all the lipsticks though, this one takes the longest to dry, and I think it's because of the shimmer flecks in it and because it's lighter. So anything with a more white base takes a little bit longer to dry. I'm not sure if you noticed that with like nail polishes, the lighter colors take a little bit longer to dry, but anyway, and they're more streakier, so hence why this one is a lot more streakier. But anyway, it's not as bad as that summer collection though, I'll tell you that much. So the next shade is Deceased, which is really the reason why I ended up buying the collection. I picked mine up at Beautylish. This one has a soft scent, but I can't pinpoint the scent to it. It's not bad. I actually like his root beer scent a lot, and I like the watermelon scent too, but I really like the root beer scent, and I don't even like root beer. Anyway, Deceased is actually my favorite color in the whole collection. It is a color that I gravitate towards. It's a gray. It's very similar to Scorpio if you already have it. It has a little bit more of a gray tone to it, but it is so pretty. I actually matched this up with a black lip liner or black eyeliner and a dark brown lip liner, and just kind of switches it up a little bit, but it keeps that gothy grage scent. I don't know, I love it. It's very, very pretty. And I think he sells it on his website by itself, but on beautylish.com, if you want this color, you'd have to buy the whole collection. So I recommend, if this is one of the colors you want, to get it on his website. Unless you're gonna be like me and you're gonna try to be like, it's cheaper if I just buy the whole thing. Okay, so the next shade is Sagittarius. Now this shade looks very similar to Deceased, and I feel that if you have one, you don't need the other. But this one has more of a violet tone to it, and it's really, really pretty. I haven't worn it. I just swatched it today. But again, it's really pretty. It's a little bit streakier-ish in a sense, but It's definitely pigmented, as you guys can see in the swatch. You couldn't really tell if it was streaky or not. It was just on certain sections of my lip I could see. But I'm also suffering from my lips are burning and they're dry. So overall, this is actually still a really pretty shade. Of course, Deceased is more of an on the tone that I like, but this is a really pretty purple. And because it's toned down, I can definitely wear it without any issues. The next shade, which I did not think I would like, but I was interested in it because it's a color I don't have in my collection, so it was one that I wanted to pick up. And this was the second shade that I ever wore from his collection, and it's called Pumpkin Pie. Now this right here has it has golden flecks in it as well as chrysanthemum, but this color, I can't even say enough about this color. It is a beautiful orange, but it's a warm tone orange, but it's not, I don't know, it goes well with my yellow ass skin, okay? So I actually love it, and as I wore it throughout the day, I got so many compliments. And when I looked, the shimmers from that glitter that's in here, the pigment, it just popped out. So you couldn't really see too much of the wear, which I appreciate, even though I knew deep down inside my lips were worn, honey. But it wore so beautifully because of the shimmers. It gave you that dimension, and you couldn't, it's almost like an illusion. Like I couldn't tell that you need to touch up that lipstick. But overall, it's beautiful, and it layers well when you want to reapply. So that's one thing I like about his formula. The next color I did not think I would like. I thought this was going to be a complete pass for me, and I have not worn it up until just now when I swatched it for you guys, and I needed to take a moment and snap about it. This one's the shade Checkmate, and I guess Nate, his boyfriend, named this shade, and it's so pretty. I forgot the shade that he says it matched, but this is orange. It's okay if you guys have the summer collection and that watermelon soda, that bright pink, but it has a shift of color, coral, but it's orangey, but it's bright pink and coral. Like, it's weird. This is that kind of shade. This is an orange shade. On my lips though, maybe it's just me, but I thought I looked hella good with it on. It is such a pretty shade. It's warm enough, but bright enough that you get a beautiful lip color, but it's popped. Like it's like a poppy shade. Really pretty. It's like a coral orange poppy shade. There we go. I found it. Pop of color. Next one is actually my second favorite, even though Checkmate is right up there, but this is my second favorite shade. If you have unicorn blood and you just like the deep tones, this is the color for you. This one is Designer Blood, and if you have unicorn blood, you really don't need Designer Blood, but I do. I knew I needed it even though they looked very, very similar. This is hella pigmented, not streaky at all. As it wears, you see more of a golden undertone to it, but it's still that pretty vampy shade. Very similar to Unicorn Blood, but Unicorn Blood is more on a deeper brown red, and this has more of a golden tone. For some reason it wears off. This has no shimmers to it, but it almost gives you that highlighted goldness to it. I don't know, it's strange, but it wears pretty. It is stunning, and I'm in love with this shade. And last but not least, I have Crocodile Tears. I know in his winter collection, his previous Christmas collection, he had Mistletoe, I think it was called, and it had the gold shimmers to it. Now that's something I wouldn't have worn, but I definitely would rock the hell out of this beautiful green. This is a perfect hunter green. This one dries down really pretty. It is a little streaky though, I'm just giving you guys a heads up. This has more of a yellow golden undertone to it because you can see it as it's being streaky, but I was able to fix it. So around my lip line right here is where I experienced most of the streaking, and I think it's because I was scraping it off with the brush in a sense. But I was able to build it up, and I don't have any streakiness, and it's kiss proof. Kiss proof. I love his liquid lipsticks, and this is actually a color, even though I don't wear it every day, it is so pretty, and you can mix this up and create your own colors if you want. So overall, I quite love this holiday collection. He came out with Androgyny as part of his other Christmas collection. I mean, I fell in love. So I knew that he put a little bit more forth effort in these than the summer collection. I felt like the summer collection, because it was so vibrant and more of the white based tones, like very light, I should have known better and I should have just stayed away because it really turned me off for a bit. But when I saw these, I had to get them and I did. So overall, I like this collection a lot. I will say the formula was pretty consistent in all of them. Very liquidous for the most part, except for, was it Checkmate? Checkmate was a lot thicker, more moussey, but it dried up really, really beautifully and nicely, but it dried up quicker. And I think because of the pigments in this, the brightness of it, that's why it was a little bit thicker. But the other formulas were just as his more watery. I don't want to say watery, but it's more liquidous. So out of the whole entire collection, Checkmate was the thickest and Chrysanthemum was the more streakier one. But I made it work, and you guys can see from the swatches there that it's still a really pretty beautiful shade. So let me know down below which one is your favorite shade. Let me know if you got the collection or which ones you wanted to pick up or picked up. I don't know. These make a really good gift. Anyway, guys, I know this is a controversial company. It's really the person behind it, but I really want to show you guys what I love. I don't want to hide behind, you know, like, oh, I bought this whole thing, but I'm not going to show anyone I bought it. I mean, I think that's foolish. I love to share with you guys what I picked out, what my thoughts are, and I love to show you guys how they work. So I hope you guys appreciate this. I will hopefully get some good feedback from you guys. So anyway, guys, I hope to see you guys in my next video. Please thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And as always, I'll see you guys later.